Hi, coaches. We're excited to wrap up our series, what I'm sort of titling your NFL and college bigs, taking a look back at the 2020 teams from the college football playoff teams, as well as the Final Four from the NFL. Today, we're looking at the Super Bowl champs, the 2020 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Um, it's been a fun look back. I've enjoyed it. I'm excited for our next series. I'm going to pitch that one as we get closer to the end there. But I think we see some lessons in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that we can take to all levels of football, all levels of offense. First one, be adaptable. How do you like this episode, this picture here? Sort of a reverse of what Tyreek Hill was doing on the Buccaneers in that football game earlier in the season. And sort of when you're Tampa Bay, you sort of have to be humbled by that loss at home to Kansas City during the regular season. You go and you turn around your game plan. They're more aggressive in their game plan on the defensive side of the ball. And I think we can take that lesson to our offense is that we have to be adaptable to what we want to do and take lessons from it. This year was weird for us. Just based on our district schedule, we played everybody twice. We actually ended up splitting with two teams. That's very weird. Okay, football is not usually a sport where you repeat opponents. Be adaptable to your game plans. When stuff doesn't work, be adaptable, be willing to go to something else. Now, I love this quote. Just what do you define as being successful in the run game, okay? Run of over 4 yards is a win. This is according to Bruce Arians, the head football coach. If 50% of your runs are over 4 yards, teams have to respect that. So he sort of redefines, I forgot to put the title on the slide, redefines what respecting the run game is. Does setting up a run game that's respectable mean that you have to run the ball 30 times a game? No, not necessarily. But, Bruce Arians' quote was, when you talk about running the football, it's not the number of runs, it's the quality of runs. How are you scripting quality of runs into the game? How many times are we running the ball just to run the ball? And how many times are we running the ball to put us in a position to be successful? And when you have that respect in the run game, it sets up play action. This is what Tom Brady has become famous for. This is what Tampa Bay was able to take a large chunk of their offense through, was setting up that run game and then setting up play action to create big plays. And when you get that respect in the run game, you don't need to necessarily run the ball 30 times a game to set up play action. But if you're being successful and you're averaging over 4 yards to carry, boom, 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 if you're getting 50% of your runs to be over 4 yards or more, as Bruce Arians says, which I think is a great stat, defenses are going to have to respect it. So be smart in how we're doing it. Be smart in how you commit to the run in that way. Script your run game to be more successful, not to be that large chunk of your offense. I like to talk about teams, there are high school teams that'll brag, well, we ran for 300 yards. Well, how many carries did you do that on? We ran for 300 yards against this team. How many carries did you do that on? Well, we ran the ball 52, 53 plays. So, okay, that's still not a bad average. Okay. Or let's say, better number. Team came bragging because they ran the ball 180 yards. And they got it done in 50 carries. A little over 3 yards a carry. Well, if I run the ball for 150 yards and I do it in 15 carries, if I do it in 20 carries, what are you more respectful of? Okay. Just a different way to think about it. I think the biggest takeaway I've learned from all of these is you have to adapt to the pieces on your team. Don't be afraid to adapt. I'm learning more and more, guys. I'm a big air raid guy. I'm not married to it. I'm not going to go and have to run it wherever I absolutely go. Be adaptable to your pieces. And that's when you'll truly become a successful coach. And just be adaptable, be flexible. How the heck can we, as high school coaches, say we can't be flexible when the coaches who are getting paid millions and millions of dollars to do it are sitting there being flexible? But us getting paid a small coach's stipend, no, we're willing to sit there and say, no, we're unmoving. This is the best way to do it, and this is the only way to do it. Nah, that's bull, man. Be adaptable. I'm excited for our next series. We're going to launch it on Thursday with an intro into the spread offense and sort of everything that encompasses. Man, it could be a whole summer series. We're setting it up and, we're going to look at the different ideas of the ideology of the spread and different offenses and different coaches, how they looked at them. Y'all know by now I'm a big history geek and a big numbers geek. So we're also going to fill in the X's and O's with it, with a little bit of history behind the different guys who sort of patented and made the spread their own. So I'm excited about that, guys. It's going to be different than any offensive deep dive I've done for y'all before. I'm excited. We're launching into summer 2021 now. 2021, we've been on the show for over a year. We're pushing for 600 subscribers as I make this video. It's been great, man. It's been great. Till next time, coaches, let's get ready to launch the spread series. Remember, if you want to win ball games, you want to dominate. You got to dominate in the trenches. If you want to dominate in the trenches, you got to remember that big rule of the world. I'll see you next time, coaches.